Welcome everyone. Today we are diving into the world of cloud computing with a focus on a game changer, Amazon EC2, also known as Elastic Compute Cloud, right? And think of it as a virtual computer in the cloud, flexible, scalable, and ready to meet your computing needs, right? So let's explore, right? And now let's start by understanding what Amazon EC2 is and how it can transform the way we approach computing, right? So first, there is basically content. So content is this: the Amazon EC2 Compute Cloud, Amazon EC2 Auto Scaling, AWS Lambda, AWS Elastic Beanstalk, AWS Batch, Amazon Lightcell, AWS Fargate. So these are the basically content of compute services, right? So these are the basically services, and one by one, I will cover it in my video, right? So today topic is Amazon EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. In my next video, I will discuss about Amazon EC2 Auto Scaling. Get it? So now let's start. Right. So introduction is Amazon EC2 or Elastic Compute Cloud is like renting a virtual computer in the cloud. Get it? Now, basically, let's break it down in a simple terms, right? So, Amazon EC2 or Elastic Compute Cloud is like renting a virtual computer in the cloud. That means just imagine you need a computer, okay, not a physical, right? One that sits on on your desk, right? But one that exists in the digital space, like on the internet. Get it? Now, think about being able to rent this computer whenever you need it, just like you would rent a car for a trip. Get it? So, sorry, basically, in the traditional world, if you wanted a computer, you would have to go out and buy it. It's like purchasing a car for every trip you take, right? But with Amazon EC2, it's more like renting a car when you need it and returning it when you're done. Get it? So basically, EC2 is like a service offered by Amazon where you can borrow a virtual computer. The virtual computer is powerful and flexible, and it exists in the vast space of the internet, right? Also known as the cloud, right? So you pay for the time you use it basically, just as you would pay for the time you rent a car if you only need it for a short task. Okay, so you pay less, right? So if you need it for a longer period, so you pay a bit more, right? So basically, in summary, Amazon EC2 is a way to have your own computer in the digital world, only paying for it when you actually use it. That's the important thing, right? So it's a flexible and convenient solution, especially if you don't want the hassle of maintaining a physical computer all the time. Get it? Next is, what is EC2? Right. So I read this. Amazon EC2 provides reliable compute capacity in the cloud. It allows you to run virtual server, also known as instances on demand. Right. So there is a word, reliable compute capacity in the cloud. Right. So basically, uh, I explain this first. Right. So think of it like having a magic backpack that can carry as much of or as little as you need. Right. So in the world of basically in the world of computers, This is like having a super flexible computer power that can grow or shrink based on what you are doing. Get it? And run virtual server known as instance on demand. That means imagine you have a team of a superheroes. Instead of having them all the time, you can summon them whenever you need their help. Similarly, with EC2, you can create virtual server like superheroes team for computing, right? So whenever you want, and they will be there to assist you with your tasks. Get it? So Amazon EC2 is like having a magical backup. It means computing power in the sky, right? And when you need help with tasks, it means running applications, website, or other computing stuff. So you can summon virtual server. It means you're computing superheroes whenever and wherever you want. So it's like having your own team of powerful helpers that appears exactly when you need them, and they can handle big or small tasks with easy. Get it? So next is example. Example is imagine you need a computer to run a website. Instead of buying a physical computer, you can use Amazon EC2 to quick set up a virtual server in the cloud. Right. So basically, I explain this. Imagine you want to start a website, just like creating a space on the internet to share share your thoughts, sell products, or connect with people. Now, traditionally, you have to buy a physical computer, set it up somewhere, and make sure it's always connected to the internet. Right? Sounds like a lot, right? So, well, here where Amazon EC2 comes in, and it's kind of like magic for website. Instead of dealing with all the hassle of buying and managing a real physical computer, you can use EC2 to get a virtual computer that exists in cloud. It's like having a super powered invisible computer that you can access whenever you need it. Right. So you tell Amazon EC2, hey, I need a computer for my website, and they instantly create a virtual server for you. Right. So the virtual is like a high tech, one online version of a computer, and you don't have to worry about the nitty gritty details, and Amazon takes care of that for you. That's the amazing thing of Amazon, right? It's quick, it's easy, and it means you can focus on building and running your website without stressing about the hardware, right? Whether you are a tech expert or just starting out, Amazon EC2 makes it possible for anyone to have their own piece of the internet without the headache of dealing with physical machines. Get it? Next is scalability. So EC2 is elastic, meaning you can easily scale up or down based on your needs, right? If your website becomes more popular, you can quickly add more instances. If the demand decreases, you can reduce the number of instances. Get it? So basically, let's break down the Elastic Amazon EC2, right? In a simple terms, right? So just imagine you have a magic box in the sense of EC2 instance, right? So that can change its size whenever you want. And this magic box is elastic because it can stretch and scale up, right? Or shrink, it means scale down based on what you need. Now, think of your website like a party. Sometimes a lot of friends come to the party, and it gets super crowded. So this is when your website becomes more popular and you need more space. It means computing power, right? So scaling up, it means adding instance, right? So scaling up, both are same things. So that means basically adding instances. So when you notice like more friends coming to the party, you can easily summon more magic boxes. It means scale up your EC2 instances. Each box helps handle the crowd and making your website faster and more responsive. But what if the party starts to wind down and fewer friends are around, right? So in this condition, you use scaling down. It means reducing instances. No worries, you can make some magic boxes disappear and disappear. It means scale down your EC2 instances. Now, you are not using extra resources, saving you some magic. It means money because you only pay for what you use, right? That's the amazing thing of Amazon. Right, and so in simple terms, basically, elasticity is like having magical boxes that automatically adjust to the size of your party, whether it's a busy day or a quick one, right? So you always have just the right amount of magic boxes to keep things running smoothly, and the best part. And you are in control of the magic. Get it? So here is an example. During a holiday sale, an online store can increase the number of EC2 instances to handle the increased traffic after the sale, and they can scale down to save cost. I hope you get it. Right. So, next is types of instances. Types of instances. EC2 offers various instances types optimized for different use cases, such as compute optimized, memory optimized, and storage optimized. Right. So first I'll explain what is basically compute optimized. So basically Amazon EC2 offer different types of virtual computers, right? And designed for a specific task. It's like having with various looks in your toolbox, right? And each crafted for a specific job. So basically, in compute optimized, like think of this like a speedy race car. It's built for tasks that require a lot of processing power or and calculation, so great for application that need to crunch numbers quickly, right? Next is memory optimized. So basically in memory optimized, basically imagine a big spacious desk with a lots of room to work. Memory optimized instances are like that. They are perfect for applications that need a lot of space to store and retrieve information quickly. Get it? That is storage optimized. So picture a massive bookshelf with plenty of slabs. So storage optimized instances are designed for applications that deal with a ton of data. So like a library storage lots of books, they are excellent for tasks that need to access and store large amount of information. Get it? So basically, Amazon EC2 gives you the flexibility to choose the right type of virtual computer for your specific needs, whether you need speed, lots of space, or extensive storage. EC2 has got you covered. It's like having a toolkit where you can pick the perfect tool for the job at hand, right? Example is for a data intensive application, you might choose a memory optimized instance. For a computation heavy task, a compute optimized instance would be a better fit. right? So basically, I explain this example, right? Imagine we are planning a big party. Get it? Basically, choosing between memory optimized and compute optimized example is like imagine you are planning a big party and you need the perfect type of vehicles to basically transport your guest. So your two main options are a spacious van and a speedy sports car. Get it? First is memory optimized instance. Second one is compute optimized instance, right? So basically, like think first I will explain memory optimized instance. So think of this as the spacious van. So, if your party involves a lot of people or data intensive guests, it means like friend who loving taking photos, videos, and sharing memories. So you would want a vehicle, right? Or in our case, an instance. So that can handle a large amount of information. So, for a data intensive application where lots of information needs to be processed and stored, right? A memory optimized instance is like having a roomy van to accommodate all those guests and their data. Get it? So next is compute optimized instance. Basically, on the other hand, if your party is more about racing and computation happy, so activities like gaming or running complex calculations, so you need a vehicle, it means instances that can go fast and handle quick tasks efficiently. And in this case, a compute optimized instance is like using a high performance sports car for tasks that require a lot of horsepower, and it excels at speedy computation and gets the job quickly. Right. So basically, conclusion is choosing between a memory optimized and compute optimized instances is like deciding between a spacious van for a crowd loving party or a fast sports car for a speed driven event, right? And understanding your application's need helps you pick the right vehicles, admins instances to ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience, right? Uh, Next is pay as you go model. So basically this model, firstly I read this. With EC2, you only pay for the compute capacity you use. It follow a pay as you go pricing model. So basically, let's break down this concept. Imagine you are at an ice cream shop with traditional buying. You would pay a fixed price for a big ball, whether you eat a little or a lot. So now think of Amazon EC2 pay as you go, like paying for ice cream by the scoop. Get it? So with EC2, only pay the computing power you actually use. If you run your virtual server, it means instances for 2 hours, you pay for those 2 hours, just like paying for two scoops of ice cream. So it's all about flexibility. If you only need a little computing power, you only pay for a little. If you need more, you pay for more. That's the thing of pay as you go model. So now no no upfront cost, no unnecessary spending, right? It's like enjoying your computing power in a bit-sized portions, right? Tailored to your needs. And that's the beauty of EC2 pay as you go pricing. Fair, simple, and easy on the budget. Get it? Example. So I did this example. Example is if you run an EC2 instance for 10 hours, you pay for those 10 hours. Get it? or uses the flexibility it cost effective for business, right? So conclusion is Amazon EC2 provide a flexible and scalable solution for computing needs in the cloud. It's like having your own virtual computer on standby, ready to adapt to your changing requirements. Get it? So, thank you for joining us on the exploration of Amazon EC2. Your virtual computer in the cloud awaits ready to adapt and empower your computing journey. Stay tuned for more insights into the world of cloud computing. Until next time, happy computing.